G'day everyone, welcome back to another ship tour video. Starting off at home this time, heading down to the port in about 10 to 15 minutes. We have a 20-day voyage up ahead of us, 20 or 21 days to Asia. The vessel I'll be on is the MV Unity Moon, built in 2019, a handy-size vessel with 5 cargo holds and 4 cranes, which is the standard for log transportation. Anyway, we're going to head down to the port soon, and we'll see you down there. Okay, we're at the front gate, Port of Tauranga, just waiting for the shore team to come and pick me up. See you at the boat shortly.
Sweet.
Identification. That's me. Cool, have a good one. Thank you. Here's our vessel, the MV Unity Moon. Just arriving. See you guys on board shortly. Home sweet home for the next 3 weeks. I've got a officer's spare cabin which I've been assigned. I've unpacked everything, put my belongings away. Excuse the clutter on the desk. Let's have a quick tour of the cabin. Got some storage space up here. The view at the back. And we're still on dock at the moment. We're leaving at, I believe it's 7 PM tonight, so yeah, some storage here. A suitcase in there, some other bits and bobs, life jacket and immersion suit. Touch wood, we never have to use it. The bed, got some seating space here, somewhere to have a sit, and the bathroom.
Chips. Richie. Good on Richie to little bit chips.
From the bridge. It's currently just after 1400 hours. Been at sea for 2 days now. En route to Lankan, China, which has been confirmed. About 200 miles from Norfolk Island. Should be passing by there tomorrow at about 9 AM. I think we're passing quite close, about 11 miles off the coast. Let's go have a tour of the bridge. Okay, so first up on the bridge we have the MFHF radio and 2 fax machines here, which you receive any like weather information or any distress calls or any marine related information will print out of there. And to the right we have a small office space, workstation for the captain. On the other side of here we've got external light switches, navigation lights. That machine there is the echo sounder, which is used in shallow waters. Gives accurate representation of the depth. Sorry, I forgot to point out the master clock. We have GMT on the left and local time on the right. It's currently 2:20, just after 2:20 GMT in the UK, and local time is just after 2:20 PM. Here we have the PA system, public announcement system for the entire vessel, and the internal telephone for calling cabins and other parts of the ship. There are all the different numbers here. It's usually quite standard on most vessels. Engine parameters, engine display, engine room telegraph, the different speed settings. In the middle, of course, we have the wheel, the helm. We are currently on autopilot and a heading of almost 317 degrees. above you have the magnetic compass, the clinometer, which shows how much roll, rudder display, how much angle of rudder is being input currently. Underneath that we have the RPM, speed, wind direction and wind speed. So here is the gyroscopic compass. We also have a gyroscopic compass repeater on the port side and on the starboard side. This little device here is for AIS. So whenever you see vessels on marine traffic, this is how it's updated the different statuses, like at anchor or underway using engine or stopped or berthed. Down here we have a VHF radio on channel 16, which is the international standard frequency for marine, for any marine traffic, and another VHF radio. You can monitor 2 different frequencies at once, or in case the other one fails. Radar screens, 2 of those. 2 radar screens, number 1 and number 2. Primary electronic charts display information, or ECDIS as it's called. And this is the backup ECDIS for just in case the other one stops working. Now here's the navigation desk. We have the second officer, he's hard at work. Yo. Second officer is from Sri Lanka, correct? Yep. We have GPS and Navtex. What's this device we have here? What do we use this for?
Chart order.
Charts for planning, voyage
Yes,
planning,
right.
etc. How many years you been sailing for? Second? Yeah.
Almost 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
4 years. Are you loving it? Good.
Yes, good.
Good fun. Get to see the world.
Yeah, I can see.
Paid tourist.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks for that, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. And creature comforts, refrigerator. Is it stocked up? Yeah, just some milk in here. And some Coca-Cola as well. Microwave, tea and coffee, filter coffee, and a boiler, water boiler. Let's go have a look at the rest of the vessel. Let's start off with an external tour of the vessel. Just up on Monkey Island, above the bridge. Give you guys a quick tour of the outside first, and then we'll make our way inside and have a look at the living quarters. Okay, let's have a quick look at Monkey Island. We're pretty much right at the top of the vessel. The bridge is down below us. So what do you find up here? Radar domes, MFHF, VHF antenna. Another antenna on this side. Another radar or weather dome. I've got the mast here. It's got the foghorn is on the top, and also the 2 radar booms, navigation lights, some ventilation outlets, and the most important, thank you Elon Musk, Starlink. The internet situation on board, 30 gigabytes, costs about $40 or so. That's plenty of data for a 1-month voyage. Alright, let's go have a look at the rest of the outside of the ship. So up the top there is Monkey Island and the bridge where we have just come from. Here is the door for the entrance to inside of Sea Deck. Here is the ballast water treatment system behind the door. Behind this door you'll find the emergency generator room. And here we have the entrance port side of Sea Deck. We're now making our way down towards B Deck. Same as Sea Deck, to the left we have the port side door entry to B Deck accommodation. Here we have the CO2 bottle room. CO2 is used to suppress any fires that may occur on board. Here we have the port side lifeboat. And here we have the starboard side lifeboat. Touch wood, we never have to use it. We're now making our way down towards A deck. The green area here with the yellow dots, this is a muster station. You'll find these on both the starboard and port side. Here we have the entrance door for A deck inside. Behind the large windows is the officers' mess room, which we will check out later on. We're now heading down the stairs to the upper deck external area. Behind this door is the refrigerator and freezer room. Let's have a look inside here. Scratch that, it's locked. Whoops. These two doors here, one on the left is the entrance to the upper deck inside area. Again, we'll check that a little bit later on in the video. And on the right of that is the tally office. There is a thoroughfare to get from starboard to port side. And down here a walkway to get to the number 4 cross deck. We're now on the stern of the ship. Here we have 4 reels with mooring lines. A deck door. Here's the aft entrance to the engine room. And through this door down the stairs is the steering gear room. Again, we'll check that out a little bit later on in the video. We're now on the port side, upper deck, outside area. Another muster station here. And there's also a muster station up here on A deck, port side. Same as on the starboard side. And the port side entry door for A deck, inside area. And through that large window on the left there is the crew mess room. Again, same as starboard side, a walkway to get down to the number 4 cross deck, and there's a thoroughfare from the other side. Just notice this lashing chain is nice and new, probably never been used. Alright, let's go have a look inside. First up, C deck. On this particular deck you'll find most of the officers' cabins, including the captain and chief engineer. Also my cabin is up here. So this is my home for the 21-day voyage to China. Here we have the captain's cabin. And down this end of the corridor we have the chief engineer's cabin. I believe they are both identical to each other. Next up, B deck. On this deck you'll find the deck crew accommodation like the bosun, OS, AB, some of the engine room crew. On the right here we have the crew shower room. Here we have the officer's laundry, 2 washing machines, 2 dryers, and next to that the lavatory. Down the end of the corridor we have the slop chest. Let's have a quick look inside. Cool. All the good stuff. Beer. You have whiskey as well in there?
On wine we have.
You have wine and more cigarettes. All the good stuff and snacks as well.
Yeah.
Beauty. Okay, welcome to A Deck. Here we have the cabins for the chief cook and messmen on board. Welcome to the officers' mess room and lounge area. This is where I have my breakfast, lunch and dinner every day. Here we have the galley and pantry. And this is the crew mess area and recreation room. We are now on the upper deck or ground floor of the ship. First up, the ship office. Through this door is the deck crew changing room and lockers. Engine room is through this green door, which we'll be checking out next. Here is the engine room, crew, changing room and locker room. Through this red door is the fire station. There's also a lavatory downstairs here. Now we are making our way to the ship's laundry for washing overalls and bed sheets. And through here is the drying room. We have the ship's hospital if anyone gets sick or injured. And we have a well-equipped gymnasium. Someone's having a workout. Alright, let's head down to the engine room. Welcome to the powerhouse of the vessel. First up here are the 3 diesel generators. Through this door is the workshop for welding and metalwork, etc., and any repairs. Here we have the main engine. The engine room is spread out over 3 floors. Up the top of these stairs is the exit to the stern of the ship, which you saw earlier in the video, and we're now coming through to the steering gear room. The steering gear room can also be accessed from the stern of the ship outside. Here we have the emergency exit, the escape trunk in the event of any emergencies. The name speaks for itself. Runs all the way down to the bottom of the engine room. Here we have the engine control room, the nerve center basically. We have all the switches for the electrical systems, engine monitoring, etc. That air conditioning, by the way, is lovely, ice cold. Down here we also have a engine telegraph, just like on the bridge. So yeah, that's the tour of inside the ship. The chef has made some gulab jamun, which is like a famous sweet dessert in India. It's made with milk, I believe, and it goes really well with ice cream. It is very hot outside today. It has to be at least 32 or more in the sun. We are 3 minutes south of the equator. Alright, we're on the equator. There we go, Northern Hemisphere. There's no invisible line or anything here. Yeah, I thought there was going to be some sort of marker, but no, there's nothing. Let's go say goodbye to the Southern Hemisphere. See you next week. Everyone's up on the bridge this morning, 15th of August, celebrating India's Independence Day. Be hoisting the flag in about 10 minutes on the bridge. Morning, Chief. We'll see you up there soon.
Thank you.
So the crew are just making final preparations to heave the anchor and proceed to the pilot pickup area, which is about an hour away from here. I've been on anchorage since August 20. We arrived there about 2300 hours. We were supposed to head to berth yesterday evening at 2300, but due to strong winds and weather, we've had to delay until midday today. I think the whole procedure takes about 7 or 8 hours. We pick up the first pilot. He'll take us to the mouth of the Yangtze River. We'll then change over, and the next pilot will take us up to Taicang Port. I won't be able to get any footage inside the wheelhouse today, unfortunately, as that's off limits during the entire procedure and manoeuvring. As you can see, there is a hell of a lot of traffic here, so the crew need their utmost attention. I'm planning to set my camera up here on the bridge wing and try to get some footage along the way. We'll see you at the berth soon, in a few hours. We have the engineer standing by for a 10:30 start. Going to give you guys a bit of a different perspective to manoeuvring. Seen it from the bridge a few times. Let's see what it's like down here in the engine control room. About 30 minutes later than anticipated, but not a problem. See what happens down here. Monitoring all the engine parameters. So engine start was just before 11 o'clock. Second engineer is monitoring all the different gauges, the pressures, etc. Everything is all clear. So that's basically how a start works in the engine room. Let's head back upstairs and get some footage outside. So we've been underway for about just over 2 hours now, along with all the other ships. I don't know if you can see them on the video through the smog, but there's about 10 ships ahead of us, all heading to the ports up the Yangtze River. We've got about 5 or 6 hours left until we reach the berth tonight. But some ships can take up to like 24 hours to get to some of the ports further up the Yangtze River. So yeah, we'll check in again shortly. Welcome to Taicang, China. We have arrived. We arrived yesterday at about 2300. Sorry I didn't get any footage of berthing. I was getting quite tired and I basically just fell asleep at about 9 p.m. But we're here, just waiting for the agent to board and meet me. He'll run me through all the procedures, etc. How everything works here. I've never done immigration in China, so yeah, after that, I think we're taking a taxi to downtown Shanghai, and we'll be staying at a hotel there overnight and flying on to New Zealand tomorrow. Shanghai to Auckland, Auckland to Tauranga. So we'll be home Sunday afternoon, probably about 4 p.m. Farewell Unity Moon. That's just behind that vessel there, behind the cranes. Just off to the immigration office now, and we'll switch cars and make our way to Shanghai, about an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours. See you at the hotel. We are underway to our hotel now. Bit of a dilemma. We were waiting a while at the port for our bags to get searched to make sure we had nothing illegal, and the agent then took me to immigration to get my passport stamped. Another agent took me to the outskirts of Shanghai, and now we are in a taxi heading to the hotel. Good morning from the hotel. Getting ready to head back to New Zealand this afternoon. Just doing some final packing. Hope you enjoyed the video and giving you a bit of an insight what life is like on board a cargo ship. I definitely had a good time on board. The crew were amazing and the food was great. The ship was very tidy, well maintained. I was very happy to be on board. The Starlink internet definitely made a difference, so I can stay in touch with family and friends back home, which was nice. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell. If I do post another video, you'll be the first to know. And leave a comment. We'll see you next time. Thank you.